Morning, everybody. I haven't done anything today. Zero. Zero trades for me this morning. I've been working on some quotes for some customers. Jesus. Nobody's busier than I am right now. Nobody's busier than I am right now. What the hell? All right, let's see here. Morning, everybody. Now, gold looks like it's wanting to go long here. Back inside the open range box. It crossed over, sat on top of the red line. It has been up, of course. Shit, we're at $5,100. Is that not insane? Trying to remember. Give me a second here. Oh, we had some news. We have news at 10 o'clock too. Jesus, come on. I wanted the NQ to roll over and retest the top of the prior day high and give us a long here, but it just decided to go up without it, without the retest. So I'm still waiting for that to happen in case it does happen. Yeah. Jim, what I did, Jim, is I put mine back on the February contract. I closed my charts. And overnight, this morning, I turned my charts back on and my Ninja automatically popped up the rollover question. And I said, yes, roll it over. And boom, now my charts work. That's the good news. So I'm on the April contract right here. Okay. Now the bad news is one of the reasons I haven't taken a trade today is, I mean, there's about a 5 to 6 tick gap between the bid and the ask. I think there's still too many people trading both contracts now. So I'm a little nervous to even take a trade. Cause shit. I mean, your $100 loss may be a $250, $260 loss. Did I lose the chat? My stupid thing here. Yeah, I don't like whenever there's a rollover and there's a lot of volume in both contracts, you can get big gaps. And gold is notorious for having gaps anyways. So I mean, I'm a little leery to even trade it. So I may have to just stick with equities again today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But it did roll over my charts, and now my charts work and all that stuff. Okay, all right. So there was a message up on my screen here from the Restream thing that I'd never seen before. Something about activate your chat and your screens and stuff. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm right here looking at it. Freaking NQ, man. What a bummer. NQ just did not give us that setup that I really needed, man. I watched it run down here. I was contemplating the rejection, but then it blew right through. So when it came back, I said, well, no, hell, this is even better. Come back, boom, bam, gone. Well, fuck, it just never did that. It just kept right on going. Just kept right on going. We'll just leave Bob behind. He doesn't want to trade anyways. No problem, Wall Street Life. I am going to put my. I don't even have my strategies up yet. Let me make sure I got the right template. I do have the right template. Okay. See, I don't even have my freaking. All right. Yeah, well, the RTY is stuck between the overnight open and the prior day open. And I think that's kind of why the YM is in this big, huge. I mean, look at the YM. It's just funneling from the top and from the bottom. So it will break and start going somewhere here soon. Look at the ES go. Jesus, mother of God. Holy crap. The ES just said, hey, well, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. It just blew right through the prior day high and just kept right on going. Didn't even give us a setup there either, which is exactly what the NQ did. Neither one gave us a setup. They just went across and just kept right on going. Yeah, I got my GC working again. The problem, Tree, is that I was telling Jim, because his isn't working yet. I was telling him so here it is, and my chart's work and all that, but my gap between the bid and the ask is pretty high, so I don't know that I'm going to take any trades there. God dang, that really sucks about the ES and the NQ. I mean, if they're gonna cross over their highs and run to the daily high, you could at least give me a touch and go. You could at least give me a touch and go, guys, so that I can go along for the ride and make all that free money. A little touch and go for your buddy Bob here. A little touch and go for Bob would be nice. What have I ever done bad to you, NQ? Come on, man. In ES, we go back a long ways. Why did you blow me off right now? Look at that ES. Never even gave Bob a chance. Just gone. And that's really not like ES movement. I don't have any idea what that's all about. That is not like ES movement right there. Once again, the market did from the open go down and then just rotate and then go all the way back through the top. I mean, and I knew they like to do that. They like to fake one direction out of the open and then rotate, but they never gave me a setup to do it. Yeah, now I got news at 10 o'clock, so I'm just going to hold off for now. I'm going to just hold off for now. That's okay, man. The big trade, the big trade I hit yesterday, it didn't happen until I don't even remember 10:30, 10:40, something like that. I don't remember. So I mean, I'm not sweating anything right now. I'm glad my gold situation's been fixed. I'm not happy with the bid ask spreads because they are pretty. I mean, I'm seeing some that are as high as 6 ticks. That's a pretty big spread in the bid ask. I'm watching them right here. Now, if we can get past this, well, we got still 3 minutes to the news, man. I can't do shit till the news is over. NQ is going to give us something today. Just write that down. NQ is going to make us some money today. I'm just write that one down. No, I know that, Cody. Cody, I know that. I know that. I know that. I know that. But there's a lot of stuff I'm doing behind the scenes you don't realize. Yeah, I know that. And then I've got some things that don't even work. Like, see this timer over here? I have to redo it every time. I have to reset. There's just certain things. And then, of course, my strategy, I got to reload it every time. And kick it into gear. I can't, and Bruce, don't send me another message. I know I can kick it into gear off my main thing. But when I go through it, like for example, I reconfirm because I'm always changing stuff. Like I'll be in the middle of talking to you guys, and sometimes I even just go, well, shit, let's look at the YM, and I throw it up by changing it. So I got to make sure I have the right ATM with the right strategy every time I do that. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the trade setups right now. Not while we're live trading. And another thing that I don't know if you guys know this, you see how when I stack them down here, which is nice, it makes it simple instead of me dragging and dropping. The freaking problem with that is if I change the ATM strategy over here, to go with this instrument, it's now on all my instruments. It doesn't, so I can't. So every time I'm getting ready to take a trade, I have to keep looking at, do I even have the right ATM? I mean, because shit, I don't need to make a mistake and have the wrong ATM on my chart when I'm in the middle of a trade. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Charles. It's not that simple. And it's not like, oh shit, I blew a $30 prop firm account. Okay, here's the news that we waited on, and there's some candle action with the ES for sure, and the NQ. So yeah, this is the real deal, Bill McNeil. You can only lose your money once. On the bottom, Cody, when I got all 4 of these tabs together, if I change one of the ATMs, it changes it for all 4 of them. So when I jump over to that one, if I want to take a trade, I've got to change the ATM. I got to review the ATM, make sure I'm even using the right one. All right, let's go over here and look at something. So right now the ES it does have a valid 1 minute gold line set up because we have not broken the top of any of these candles yet. I made kind of dabbling, so I don't have the right strategy. So let's go over here and change it to what one is my ES one. Right here, continuation. If we get an inside candle here, I might be interested in that. That's out the top. All right, I'm not going to take it. It was a valid setup, and the news is over. It's just still too close to the news for me. Okay. All right, Cody. I'll check that out. That might work. Yeah. I don't know. I just know the first time I figured it out, I had, like $2,000 sitting on the chart. What the hell? What the hell just happened? uh, all right. So now we're done with all the news. Shit, I don't even have the RTY over here, Bob. Jesus. Man, I'm half cocked here. Let's see if this, I created this one individually. I didn't copy it. I just opened up a new one. So let's just change that to RTY and see if the rest of them are. Yeah, see, they're RTY still. They all got changed. As soon as I changed one, it got changed. I don't know. I'll figure. It's just something I got to keep popping in my head. I was looking at a potential rejection of the prior day's open in the RTY, and it didn't. Fortunately for us, I mean, the pattern didn't hold. So if it's not going to work, don't do it. And it rotated back inside this damn box, and it's inside this range here that's causing the YTM to be stuck also. They'll bust out of it one way or another here soon enough, and then we'll see something. Wow, the YM is just crashing. Okay. Everybody notice, hold on here. Let's see if I can shrink this up. So here's our RTY right here, sitting on top of our open. And here is the YM reaching to the prior day's open. All right. So they're both going to the same, one's sitting on it already, the other one's going there. But we also just went through the low. I don't know. It's probably going to roll up from here. Nice red line right there. Jesus. Man, we really needed that YM to roll down a little further. Come on, roll down a little more. Fucking. Sorry. I'm going to try to cut down on my cussing unless I'm in a trade. All right, come on, YM, roll down. See, this is struggling to go long over here, even though that's a pattern. This is sitting in limbo. It's kind of what I was talking about yesterday. This hasn't found support. Now it gets a little difficult when it goes to the current low because there could be support there that we're not seeing. You know what I mean? Because we don't have every freaking line in the book sitting on these charts, or it looks like freaking spaghetti. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you never know. That number could be the low from 2 days ago, something. I don't know. And so price is stuck on it. Who knows? I'm just, whatever, a number. Yeah, except I freaking recorded it in reverse video again. It's so funny. I have two different things. I have this live stream and I have which is different that I do my videos on, and they both use the camera in reverse from each other, and I forget to flip it over. Well, that RTY trade worked. It did work, which is nice. I wish I had seen the pattern here. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at this. When I had this inside candle, I'm wondering if price went below, then back above, because that's a beautiful setup when that happens. Yeah, exactly, Richard. I know. But anyways, but this might have been my favorite setup right here. I wasn't paying attention live. See how that candle's inside this one? I love it when they go through the bottom as if they're gonna go down, and then they run it out the top. That is really the ideal scenario. Inside candle. If you're looking to go long, price goes through the bottom of the inside candle first and back out the other side. I mean, it's like, wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sitting at, I mean, this is in North Carolina, and I'm currently sitting at, well, I'm at 23 degrees now. It was 17 when I turned my charts on. So it's warming up pretty good, actually. Man, I missed that. I missed that RTY trade. Yep, I missed it. 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 Yep, I missed it. That's all right. That's all right. Let me go back. Let me go back and look at gold. Let me blow this back up. Yeah, it was cold last night for North Carolina, man. That is cold for North Carolina. Yeah, yeah, Bruce. Yeah, but I mean that first bottom is so far away. I mean, it's freaking 5 points away from the second bottom. It's kind of really sloppy. I don't know what to tell you, Papa Duke. It's just prior days open. That's a skittish number because um, where is it? Because a lot of times when price opens, which is right here, see that candle right there? That's the open right there. I mean, it's a big, huge candle, and where my data says was the open and yours, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of sloppy, Bruce. I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of what it looked like, but I mean, it's kind of sloppy setup. Fucking damn it, gold. Gold is really pissing me off. So NQ had a crossover retest. It is in the direction that the ES is going, which is long. So everything's in agreement there. The only thing I don't like is the gap from here to here is not much for NQ. So I'm not going to take that. But I mean, the gap from here to here is for the NQ, that's pretty narrow. Uh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that big hammer candle right there, Jim, absolutely. But I'm pissed off right now because I don't see, my if that had happened on the top side of that red line, I'd have been all over it. But I struggle to see the market upside down, man. I just struggle. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's a legit thing that Jim's talking about this setup right here with this long tail and creating that, which is absolutely true. The problem is as a trader, I really have a hard time seeing the candles in reverse. I do. I'm a much better trader trading long than short. I'll be right back. Jim, does that mean you got your gold fixed? Or were you just looking at my chart? Good job, Gene. Good job, Gene. See, Gene's not blind. Gene can see upside down. Gene can see upside down. Bob can't see upside down. Bob is freaking terrible at seeing upside down. Okay, good, Jim. There you go. I am terrible seeing upside down. Terrible. Man, that RTY was. I want to go back and replay the data because I wasn't paying attention when they went through the bottom. If they had gone through the bottom first and came out of the top, it by looking at this candle here, the way it closed, that's my guess by what happened. Man, I'm upset by not taking that trade now. Well, obviously looking at the results too, but I mean the scenario was exactly how I like it. I mean, exactly. I don't know how to do that. DM. The gap you saw in NQ? I think you're talking about GC because there's a gap in the bid ask in GC that's pretty big, which I think is very indicative of the fact that there's really two contracts running right now. And I'm sure there's a lot of volume still in the February contract. If you look at so if you look right here, this is your ask, this is your bid, and I'm just glancing at them at the same time, and I'm seeing a gap that runs as much as 6 ticks right now, which is really high. And it just can kind of really screw up even if you get entered, it can screw up your fill price, and it certainly will screw up your stop loss price. The only thing it won't screw up is your target. That'll be correct. So you got 2 potential ways to lose money faster, and only one, and the other way is just to get your money. It's just it's dicey when it's got gaps like that. I did the disconnecting and reconnecting too, Fish Atlantic, but it didn't work for me yesterday because I know about that. But it did today when I reconnected again, and there it is. NQ just went right to sleep. I mean, right to sleep. This was that pattern I was talking about that I wasn't too keen on because we are just literally sitting there. The space from here to here is not a violent pullback, and that's probably part of the reason it's just sitting here. Man, that RTY just decided the RTY and the YM have decided not to trade with each other today. They are completely decoupled. It is very interesting. The ES and the NQ are doing the same thing. I mean, like hammer for hammer. But the RTY, I mean, look at the RTY. Here's the RTY from 10 o'clock on. Here's the YM from 10 o'clock on. I mean, they are not doing the same thing today at all. Oh, I have no, I wasn't talking about any of that. Are you talking about the gap? Okay. You mean the gap right here? Let's talk about, is anybody asking me about the gap right here when I say the gap from here to here? Is that what anybody's asking me? Because if that is, when you have a 1 minute gold line set up and it's it's a valid crossover pullback, if your top of your candle that you're going to enter on to your most recent high, and especially a daily high, if that gap between here and here is small, don't take the trade, man, because that's resistance right above you. There's a reason price rotated from here. What it is, I don't know. What we want is momentum from let's just say the 1 minute gold line was right here. We want momentum down, and so that we have room to go back before we start running into resistance. Is that maybe an answer in terms of gap? Because you're going to want a gap. You want your gap. So I put this little blue line here. Let's get rid of it. You want your gap from the top of your entry to your most recent high to be as large as possible. Because once you get there, there's most likely going to be resistance, because a reason it rotated from there. There's a reason price rotated from there. What it is, don't necessarily know. We don't see it. But what we don't want to do is look for price to go from here to here. And a lot of times that's never going to happen for two reasons. One, there's a reason it got rejected here. And two, the algos have no reason to kick in for a small profit. They want violence. They want boom, boom. Does that make sense? Perfect example, the ES. They want violence. Boom, right to the 5 minute red line. Boom. 5 minute gold line. Boom. They want violence. That's what the algos want. And we want to be involved when the algos kick in. We want to be involved. Everybody in here knows when the sharks enter the tank, when the sharks get involved. The sharks don't get involved on micro moves. The sharks get involved in violent moves. And so we want violence. Did they send a 90% thing out, Gene? I didn't know that. They do that this morning or something? No problem, Charles. I didn't. I was talking about gap and bid ask too, so I didn't know if I got them confused. But you understand what I'm talking about here, right? We want big space between entry candle and most recent pivot spot. Oh, man. Okay, good, Charles. Yeah. And it just keeps you out of trades that even if they quote unquote work, you may not, your risk reward may not be there. Because even if it goes back to the pivot high, what did you make? $100? You might have risked $200 to do it. is stuck on the bottom of the opening range box. Does everybody see that? That's where gold is right now. It's right into the bottom of the opening range box. So, you know, we all know that is a resistance area right there. So gold is stuck right there. It's trying to go long, but it has a problem. And the problem is, you know, the algo's kicking it out of the box to the downside. At the end of the day, gold wants to be long. Gold wants to be long. I mean, look at the freaking prices. It's just insane. I mean, again, we are way away from our lines, man. We are way away from our lines. This is like day freaking 10 in a row that gold is way away from our lines because it's just off in the stratosphere. Every freaking morning we wake up, it's up another freaking $100. It's insane. Yeah, it's getting beat up right there at the bottom of the opening range box. I want gold to start going long so I can take some trades, but all right, so let's look at this. Let's look at the RTY for a minute. All right, so the RTY has crossed over, created a new donkey, and it's rolling over all the way through our prior day close and our current open. This could be good. This could be interesting. Doesn't correlate with the YM today because they're both going in opposite directions, but the YM is about to hit support, big time support. The prior day open, it's about to hit that support. So that I just mentally in my mind think that might help us here. I don't want to be stuck below both these lines, though. I do know that. All right, we just hit the red line. This is about the time we took an RTY trade yesterday for some good money. Right about now, yesterday. Same scenario, two lines that we were testing at the same time, if you guys remember. Man, oof. Oh man. Jesus. God, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. I'm not going to take a long into the bottom of the overnight open and into the bottom of the prior day close. I will take a long north of the overnight open into the prior day close, but not north through both of them. Hell no. Hell to the no. Shit. Yeah, forget that idea. Gold is just fighting the bottom of this box here. It's fighting the bottom of this box. Not doing anything worth talking about. And this thing, look at that. Woo, doggy. That's okay. Maybe we'll get a big move to here and then a rejection. That would be nice. Well, kind of order of operations, but yeah, like in the sense of me taking a red line, I am not going to take a red line into the bottom of two static lines. That would I might as well just take my money and give it to charity. I use the 15 on gold just as a reference because it really does respect it in gold. It really does respect it. Yeah. But I can tell you right now, we might be getting the setup that we need, because I'm telling you, from here to here, we could get a nice rotation. We just need it to keep coming down now. We just need it to keep coming down. Gold just looks like Chinese water torture to me. Probably the best decision I've taken today is just to ignore it. Excuse me. Man, what the heck? What do we got here? Come on, RTY. Come on. Keep on coming. Keep on. Don't mess around. Come on down here. All right, there you go. Come on, RTY. Come on. Come on. Reach. Reach, damn it. I'm kind of getting the feeling it's going to roll up and test the bottom of the red line first and roll over, but I want it to just go straight to our prior day open. All right, so now gold has gotten inside the 15-minute range box. Now you notice the battle it took. It 1, 2, 3 times. Hey, who's surprised? Took 3 punches in the face. The third punch to get anywhere. So now we've broken some pretty good sized pivots. Let's just see if anything's going to happen. Keep in mind the mid bands right here too. The 15-minute range today in gold was really kind of small here, because there's going to be resistance at the mid band too. Come on, gold, come back. I am watching the RTY on my other screen right here at the same time, just so you know. I am still watching that in case that setup continues. It's kind of run out of energy right now. Man, I don't know what's going on, people, but I am just getting pummeled with customers to buy houses right now. It's just, I got like 4 to deal with today that I've never spoken to before. Like, oh, I want this, I want that. When do I do this? How do I do that? It's like, damn. Of course, a lot of people are sitting at home right now because of the snowstorm. so, they might as well call me. Kind of reminds me of when COVID was going on. Everybody was sitting at home picking their nose. So what did they do every day? They called me. Hey, I was thinking about building a house. And those retards over at the Federal Reserve are going to lower rates. So what can we do? Oh, shit. Come on, gold. Give me something. Jesus, gold is just being just snappy. I don't know that I missed a good trade in NQ. It turned out to be a good trade. I don't know that I missed it. All right, now GC did go through the mid band. Yep, finally. I know, I know, Jim. It's like finally, which also is the mid band for the 15-minute range. The Donkey and Channel was sitting on that, which, of course, those of you who watch my trading strategy shouldn't be surprised by that. Shouldn't be surprised by that. None of that should surprise you. Yeah, and that's another thing, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow is, lying, bullshitting day. When the Federal Reserve talks about, well, that transitory thing we told you about. Yeah, it's still going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, don't pay attention to the fact that we're going to print another extra $4 trillion next month because we got nothing better to do. Come on. Huh. All right, gold. Oh, shit. Man. I didn't. Anybody? I'm sorry. I didn't call this out. I just saw it so late. The red line rejection back towards the prior day open in the RTY, man. Jesus, that just set up so perfectly. Inside candle, everything right here. Shit. Roll down. Keep rolling down. Keep rolling down, damn it. Keep rolling down. Come on, go. Go through the bottom. Come on. Come on. Go through the bottom. Come on. Don't roll up on me. There you go. Keep going. Oh, you dog. Keep going down. Keep going down. I'm not going to give up the top of this candle. Come on. Keep going down. Keep going down. Come on. Come on, RTY. Give me my money. Come on. Keep on going down. Keep on going down. Why are you acting stupid? I know it's the bottom of the pivot. I normally go out there, but there's my target below it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go. God dang it. Yep, I'm out. Well, a little bit of money. Freaking garbage. My target ended up being a little bit more than the pivot, which I knew the pivot was going to be resistance, but I was being pig-headed. But anyways, look, you had this crossover retest. it was of all the lines at the same time. I mean, the 1 minute gold line, the 5 minute gold line, the freaking red line, all of them at the same time with the rotation to go back to here. So and we had an inside candle right here. So I took it right out of the box. God dang it. I got stuck. I got this chart stuck. God dang it. Yeah, I mean, it was textbook. It was all the lines together at the same time after a crossover retest. I mean, God dang. And an inside candle. I mean, it's like, holy shit. I mean, I just happened to glance up and see it, and I went, oh, crap. Let me, and I had to manually enter it because I didn't have my ATM on that chart. I didn't have my ATM on that chart. Well, I made some money. I don't know what I made. What did I make? Shit, not much. $168. Woohoo! Can buy gas for my Jeep now, Thomas. I can buy gas for my Jeep now. Woohoo! I mean, it's going to roll over. What the trade I'm looking for? The reason I'm even paying attention to this, the one I'm looking for is this back this way. But so this is cleaner than the other chart. So we had a rotation down, and we had breaking all these lines and everything, and then we boom, 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 right back into all three lines at the same time, and we had an inside candle, and this wick might have even hit the overnight open. I can't really tell. Yeah, it did. Went right to the overnight open, to the tick. And then we had an inside candle. Bam. I mean, shit. In trading's pretty lackluster today. That should have gone straight down. I mean, we shouldn't be sitting here dilly-dallying. That should have gone straight down. I mean, that's such a good setup. That should have just gone straight down. I mean, there shouldn't have been any. That should have just gone whoop right down to our target. Better off in the garage. Yeah, it is better off in the garage. But I'm the only one in the neighborhood that can get anybody to the grocery store back. And I have a lot of old people in my neighborhood. I mean, I'm kind of like I know it's pretty scary. I'm kind of like their caretaker. Well, shit, gold. Well, yeah. If you wait long enough, it's not so bad. Shit, man. I bought my Jeep a year ago this time of year, and I got stuck in a snowstorm coming back at nighttime, coming back from southern North Carolina back to my house. And the roads were so bad that the fire department had closed a road going down a hill by Richard Childress. Have any of you ever heard of Richard Childress? right by his house. And so yes, I live just past Richard Childress. And I was on my way home, and it's nighttime. You can't see shit. Snow's coming down like you can't see. And I come around this corner, and there's the fire department sitting there. They had the road blocked, so you couldn't go down the hill in front of Richard Childress's house because it was all ice. Well, I ended up driving my Jeep straight into a ditch because I couldn't stop my Jeep, and these guys were around a corner. They came over to my door. Are you all right? I'm like, I mean, my Jeep was brand new. I had never even put it in four-wheel drive. And I said, yeah, I'm fine. I said, but do you realize that you're parked around a corner and the roads are ice? And they were like, oh, yeah. So I dropped my Jeep in four-wheel drive and I drove it out of the ditch. Had to drive it into Richard Childress's yard to do it. Richard doesn't care, but anyways. So the first snowstorm I was ever in my Jeep, I ended up in a freaking ditch. So let's look at the scenario of what happened with the RTY here. This is an example again, no follow through. Look at that. So even when I got out right here, hell, I'm better off now. That is crazy. That never should have happened. This rotation should have gone from here to here without even blinking. That's not a good sign. That's really not. This whole freaking scenario right here. This should have gone went, and then bam to here. That's not a good sign. No, because we don't have a big, there's no leg. So you got to remember, to have your M pattern, it's not a matter of two touches. You got to have the leg. There had to be a leg that ran it here, then the down, then the up, so that you have a leg to run back to. See, we don't have any legs. I mean, this is the leg. We've already gone through the bottom of that leg. I don't have to get his autograph. I say hello. No, it's not there yet. It's at 2420. $24.20 is the top of that box. All right, good job, American Patriot. Awesome. Shit, yeah. Better than my ridiculous RTY trade. Are they doing inventory tomorrow? Even though it's FOMC day? I'm guessing they are. Man, there's just not rotations, man. So let's just to give you perspective again. So the RTY, this is its second stroke. It just no rotation, man. No rotation. Of course, I'm going to show you something. At the same time, the YM has decided to start going long. It's late to the freaking program because the RTY had already gone long while it was still going down. So it's like, I think these two are just not agreeing with each other, not giving me the move I need. It's just ugly. It's just ugly. Jesus. Yeah, I'm looking. That's what I'm looking at, Rob. That's exactly what I'm looking at. That is exactly what I'm looking at. Jesus. I wouldn't be surprised if they do keep them the same. I mean, I don't know if any of you saw this, but the modified GDP numbers that came out last week were 4.6%. I mean, it's kind of hard to raise rates when GDP is 4.6% for the fourth quarter, I think it was. I'd have to go back and look. It's kind of hard to lower rates, regardless of how much Trump bitches and all that kind of shit. It's kind of hard to lower rates when things keep when GDP keeps going up. It doesn't matter what they were looking for. It's the fact that it was 3.2 or 3.4% the same time the previous year. Doesn't matter what the hell they were looking for. The bottom line is it went up like almost 50% from last year. It's kind of hard to lower rates when you're going whoop. An economy as old as ours should never have GDP above, say, 4%, really. Now, I have a theory on why GDP goes up, but y'all don't want to hear it right now. Y'all don't want to hear it. I shouldn't say a theory. I know why it goes up. It's not a theory. It's a fact. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from GC until something starts moving. Like, it's got to move. I want violence. I don't want lackadaisical garbage. And I hate to say it, but everything looks pretty lackadaisical to me right now. I mean, the best setup I had today was that RTY, and that freaking thing didn't even follow through to target. And I'm not even using a big target for that. That's just ugliness. I'm excited I identified it, but I'm not excited that it didn't do what I want it to do. Now look at this candle here. 18, 22. That's a $400 candle out of nowhere. For what? And it's only 30 seconds into it. Yeah, Patch. And this candle came out of nowhere. This candle came. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Okay, that's why. That's why. Okay, all right. It's 11 o'clock. That's why this candle came. I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. It's 11. So now, hopefully, gold will wake back up. Now, hopefully, gold will wake back up and start moving because it has a tendency to move after 11 o'clock. I didn't even notice it was 11 o'clock. And no, just because it's 11 o'clock, I didn't know the candle was going to go long. Somebody might say, well, why didn't you take the trade then if you know it's going to move at 11? Because I don't know if it's going to go long or it's going to go short. It's the European session closing out their position. Yeah. All right, come on, guys. Let's start doing something Something good. Man, if this is any sign of what tomorrow's going to be like, this is freaking painful. Holy shit. I just saw a gap in price on gold of 10 ticks. 10 ticks between the bid and the ask. What the hell? That's insane. 10 ticks. What? I'll be right back. Maybe gold will start moving for us now. It's after 11. Start moving. Good job, Nadine. That's exactly the right mentality. Good for you. Good for you, Nadine. Excellent. Yeah. Pre-market, I was working on some prices for some damn houses, but I got to work on the rest of the day. Oh my God, that's terrible. That's terrible. All right, so God dang it, RTY. Man, I've watched paint dry faster than this. All right, so let me show you what I'm looking at. So the RTY broke all these pivots to the left, these up pivots. Okay. So let me shrink this for just a second and move this over here. So that kind of gives you the perspective of what's going on with the RTY. All right. At the same time, the YM has finally decided it wants to go long, and it's crossed over all its moving averages. So if they both come in and hit support at the same time, I might be looking for a long. I want correlation today because this shit's just not doing anything. Now, there goes the RTY. I mean, pattern wise, that was a setup right there. There's just not much money there though. Even if it goes from here to here, that's like $200. Jesus. I mean, the market volume is just low today, it seems to me. All right, well, I'm going to keep paying attention to that. That's not doing me any good right now. Jesus. Holy cow. Yeah, exactly, Charles. And that's exactly the reason the get. I mean, there's not a lot of volume in the market right now. It looks like to me, But on top of that, that's why the gaps in GC are so big right now. I know, Jim, it's painful. I don't want, I'm trying to avoid the pain by not even taking a trade. It's like I see things and I'm like, do I want to take the pain? Do I really want to take the pain? The pain that's going to come with this trade, even if the damn thing does work? I mean, here's the thing. There are days that the market rotates, in gold, 10 points, RTY, 6 to 8 points, NQ, 25 points. There are days that it rotates like that. And it's so easy to make money if you just pay attention and stay on the right side of trades, that on days like today, I'd rather just not even take the stress. That's just me. I'd rather not take the stress. I mean, I literally took the best setup that I've seen all day right here. And that son of a didn't go for 40 ticks. That was the best setup all day. Hands down, best setup all day. Didn't go anywhere. Oil is the March contract, JP. It's right here, March contract. Oil. That's the oil chart for today. And it's trading off the March contract. I mean, and there's not much in here either. God dang. It's just ugly. Where did my contract go? Where did my contract? Did I just lose my contract? Don't tell me I lost it. It's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. Oh, shit. I lost my GC contract. It's not here for my drop downs. Fucking shit. Oh, you freaking piece of crap. It's not in my drop down. I bet the only way I'm going to get it back is if I shut the damn system down. Fuck, God dang it. See, this has been a shit show. The rotation of the contract in gold this month between the February contract and the April contract has been a shit show. Is that it? Oh my God, thank you. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the damn thing just disappeared from my list. There it is now. Just completely disappeared from my list. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? I guess I should have taken that 1 minute gold line there. I don't know. Of course, I didn't have a chart to take it. I mean, does anybody see any rotations here? Does anybody see any rotations here? God dang. Yeah, no shit, Jim. Absolutely. All right. We might. RTY is finally broken out from its resistance lines. We might get a crossover here in a long. So I'm going to pay attention to that. So before the year started, who had gold trading at $5,150 before the end of January? I mean, come on, man. How many oscillators say that gold is overbought? How many oscillators would tell Jim to have not taken that long there because gold is overbought? Every freaking one of them. Gold is just, it's insane. It's insanity. Yeah, a lot of patience, Rob. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I probably would have had to call 911 before that one got to the current high. Yeah, I would have called 911 because I would have been on the floor freaking having tremors. I don't like when the market doesn't move. Even if it's like, I could sit here and look at charts and say, okay, yeah, RTY is going to go long, or YM is going to go long, or gold is going to do this, or whatever. I can sit here and look at charts and through deductive reasoning tell you what's going to happen. The problem is my trading personality won't allow me to do that. I have to have rotations with a known stop. I can't just buy into a market and let it go. I mean, I have complete utter anxiety, regardless if we know it's going to go long. Just regardless. I just have just anxiety, trading anxiety. That just like no way. Good job, Amelia. Good job. Excellent. Well, I didn't even do that with prop firms, man. I mean, I never, I always took a rotation, even with prop firms. I didn't just say, oh shit, I know it's going long because we rotated north of this red line. I mean, I didn't do that. Hell no. Hell no. I had to have a rotation pivot, even prop firms. The thing with prop firms is because I didn't value the $30 I paid for the account or whatever it is today, um, I didn't use prudent judgment all the time. Hello, Ellie. But yeah, I didn't use prudent judgment necessarily because I mean, oh well, if what's $30? What the hell's $30? Whereas, just like I said earlier, I had a day, you guys remember, I had a day, I don't think it was last week, it was the week before, that just doing the simple things I'm doing right here and waiting for rotation, stuff like that, I hit 90, it was either $9,400 or $9,700 in just one day. So, and why that day versus today? Because that day shit was moving. Rotations were happening. So I'd rather not destroy my confidence on days when the market is just being garbage than to trade just because I'm bored and I should trade. I'm just giving everybody a little lesson here. I mean, hell, a couple months before that $9,700 day or $9,400 day, I'd have to go back and look. I was putting myself on a schedule of $1,000 a week. So, I have evolved quite a bit, but I'm still not going to try to make the market make me money. And that's what I feel like I'd be doing right now, is trying to make the market make me money. I'd rather wait for my sharp edges from my drastic pullback and then rotation than sit here and go, well, gold's going long. Let's buy right here. Because gold is going long. So let's buy right here. What the hell? Why not? Yeah. The 90%er. Well, the whole 90%er thing is to get you to, I haven't seen the announcement, but, the whole 90%er thing is to get you is to get you, because they're not making any money on that 90% count, really. I mean, what's 90% off? I don't even know. It's like maybe $20 an account or something. I don't know. But the real objective is to get you to pass some of those and buy the PA accounts. That's their real objective. Yeah. She's 2 years old. Yeah. That's when they start becoming talkers. But I mean, if the market isn't going to give me what I think the market should give me, then I'm just going to, be patient and make my money the next day, or make my money Thursday, or whatever day it is that I end up making money. I'm just not going to put myself in a situation. Here's the bad part about days like today. Okay. Let me throw this back out there. This is part of the psychology. I'm going to throw some nuggets on you right now. Some of you have watched me trade in here, and you've said, you've sat there. Bruce is a good example. Bob, you're taking a lot of trades. There are certain days that the market's doing rotations that I don't actually give a shit. I shouldn't say that, but I don't really, if I lose money, because I know the rotations are there for me to get the money back. When the market gets like this and doesn't do shit, I don't even want to lose money because I don't know that I can get it back. Granted, I'm up a lot of money this month and all that kind of crap. And in the grand scheme of things, for what I've made this month, it wouldn't really matter, but it's about the day. So like when the market's rotating really good and I take a loss here in the NQ and a loss here in gold, and I'm down, say, $1,200, it's not a big deal. Because I mean, just take one big focus pill, wait for a good rotation, hit it, and get all that money back. But when the market's not doing that, it's hard to get the money back because the rotations don't exist. So it's like I become more conservative when the market's not rotating, because I don't want to lose my money because I can't get it back. If I'm making any sense. Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, no, I understand that, Jim. Absolutely. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100% on that. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys that come on this channel, you'll see me some days. I'm just throwing trades out there going, hey, I'm taking that, I'm taking this, I'm taking that. But I'm not concerned if I lose $300 because the market is moving. So I can get the money back somewhere else. If I'm down today, shit, man, it's a down day. I'm not going to get my money back. This is one of these days that I would not get that money back. I took the best trade of the day per my strategy today, and I didn't even hit my target. And that was that RTY trade. That thing all day long should have gone straight through the bottom, right to the prior day open. Shouldn't have even hesitated. But it did. Right, exactly. What do I so rinse, wash, repeat. One of the things I always say is look to your left. The market tells you what the future is going to be. If you look to your left and there's rotations, say, off your moving averages, okay? let's say your 1 minute gold line rotations are they're happening, or the 5 minute gold line rotations are happening. But when they rotate, they're like 10 ticks or 15 ticks, and then they roll over. Well, then you should expect that's going to be what's going on in the future too. It's not just because you magically decided to get in a trade, it's now going to take off and make you a bunch of money. So, the market tells you what it's going to do just by looking to your left. It'll tell you what the future is going to be to your right. And when the rotations are not there, it's going to be ugly. It's not going to the rotations are not going to magically start happening because you entered the market. Oh, here's Fred. Fred's in the market. Let's take it and go to target for him so Fred can make this money. That's not how it works. This is exactly why I don't like trading in the month of July, because this is what trading looks like in July. Utter garbage. You got to make your money early in July, early in the day, not early in the month. And then that's it, if at all. Patch, it depends on the trade. If it's a 1 minute gold line, I use the entry candle as my stop. If it's a 1 minute gold line, because the 1 minute gold line should go. It shouldn't lay around. But if it's like a 5 minute red line, I try to put my stop below my pivot. Which means I'm taking a bigger risk, but I'm also expecting my my 5 minute red lines to make me more money than my 1 minute gold lines. Okay, I'm expecting more out of them. Yeah, no problem, MB Trader. Yeah. I mean, it's just a chop shop. I mean, look. This is the most violent instrument on our charts right here. Okay? This is the most violent instrument on our charts. It's the NQ. This is what we're looking at. I mean, come on. The most violent instrument on our charts, and this is what we're looking at. So they must be all hanging out waiting for that FOMC tomorrow. That's all I can figure. Which means tomorrow is going to be terrible. If this is any premonition, tomorrow is going to be terrible. All right, everybody, I'm going to shut down for the day. I mean, it's 11:30. I made a couple $100. Woohoo! On a trade that should have absolutely slammed my target. Absolutely slammed my target. That was the best setup of the day. Holy shit. And it was one of my favorite instruments, RTY. And that thing should have, I mean, I had a big red candle, but it just didn't go. Holy cow. Anyways, all right, everybody, I'm going to let you go. I got to go do some contracts and sell some houses, since I'm not making any money trading. Since I can't make any money trading, I got to go back to my real job. Oh, do they really? Well, then that'll get the NASDAQ jumping around like maybe that's why the NASDAQ is being so quiet today. DMC, maybe that's it, because the NASDAQ is being really quiet. It's being really quiet. I mean, it's very uncanny for it. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Talk to you later. Don't lose your money.